This week, the Hollywood Hunter is in Aguilar, Colorado with his bow and the Savage Arms, and he's going after an antelope and a mule deer buck with Trujillo Creek Outfitters. The adventure begins now. Presented by Arms Corps and Ammo & More.
Here, little bros.
What an exciting week. We had a chance to go to Trujillo Creek Outfitters with Daniel Borrego. Dear friend, I've known him for years in the industry. A great hunter, has great property. We're going to go do something we don't do very often, and that's be able to hunt antelope and mule deer in Colorado off of the Harteis Ranch.
My name's Daniel Borrego. I live here at Aguilar, Colorado, on my grandparents' ranch that's been in my family over 100 years. Started the outfitting business back in 2004. Been doing it every year since and just building good clientele and giving guys good, honest hunts.
I'll tell you, it's some great terrain for the antelope and the deer. Actually, second to none. Really great deer. I was excited.
I've seemed to acquire several good small properties. We've got about 6,500 to 7,000 acres put together. I don't overbook my hunts. That way I make sure guys have good opportunity and see animals as we go.
After spending a year designing my camper and my truck, I said, why not use it? It was our first chance to be able to take that out and go do a hunt. We had drugged that about an hour and a half away from the main ranch, went to Trujillo Creek, and before you know it, we're set up, ready to rock. We're getting ready to have a good time. We're hunting antelope, and then I'm gonna be hunting deer with a bow.
Trujillo Creek Outfitters, we started doing the public animals, wild game animals, deer, mountain lion, antelope, bear, and elk. Not to mention all the domestic animals that we're doing. The house here is right next to the interstate and it's right on the hunting property.
As you can see behind me are the Spanish Peaks. Daniel Borrego and Trujillo Creek Outfitters are just behind there. So it's a beautiful piece of ground, a lot more flat country, and perfect for antelope and mule deer.
Freddie's a great guy. He's got a great personality. He's fun to be around. He's a great hunter. I've got good confidence in Freddie coming and hunting with me. Everybody was up at 6 o'clock and getting ready.
Having a really healthy breakfast, a little bit of coffee. We're getting the Arms Corps ammo ready. I'm excited to knock something down with the Savage today.
We're ready to rock and roll, my friends. This is exciting. First morning, antelope season. We got our license. We got our pumpkin orange on, the Halloween edition.
We got a couple of big goats out there that we're going to try to go find.
Daniel Borrego, he's my stepdad. I try to help him when he needs it. I went out early, right at daybreak, before they started moving. I wanted to make sure I had the right goat for Freddie. Having a great outfitter is extremely important because it allows you to get on excellent game. It shortens the hunt down and you get to have quality game.
The buck with his does, we just kind of creeped in there. They're coming up, aren't they? They're coming up.
Arms Corps ammo. Right on target, right on the price. Big R has what you need to enjoy the great outdoors. BigROnline.com. Excalibur Crossbows, the most accurate hunting crossbow. ExcaliburCrossbow.com. Ripcord Arrow Rest, bow hunters' #1 selling fall-away rest. Scent Crusher. Scent off, game on. Hollywood Hunter is also brought to you by these fine sponsors. Presented by Conquest Scents and Raptor Razor. Antelope's in sight, and the Savage Arms is locked and loaded. Freddy's ready to bring that buck home. All he needs is a clean shot and the right opportunity. Go get him.
The buck with his does, we just kind of creeped in there.
We're hunting antelope with Trujillo Creek Outfitters.
In southeastern, Colorado, they're hunted a lot. So for a goat to get this big is very unusual. He's at least 80 inches. I think he's going to be a lot bigger.
He ran off up the hill because he got a little nervous, and the does started running around, and he was trying to keep them together. He just run to the right direction and run up on the hill at 258 yards. Freddie just took his time. It was an amazing shot.
Awesome. Good stuff.
Freddie put a heck of a shot on him, did a 180 and slammed him on the ground like nobody's business.
That's a good buck, isn't it?
Oh, he's a really good buck.
Yeah, real good buck. Good deal. Let's go check him out. That's a good one, isn't it? Gee. This is only my second antelope I've ever killed. Wow. There's something that doesn't make sense here. My hands are not bloody, but the knives are. These knives are amazing. Just clean this guy up for us with the Raptor razors, and we're gonna now take him in, get processed.
What an incredible morning. As the sun come up, there are antelope everywhere. We got ourselves an awesome animal. This goat is beautiful. Best one I've shot yet. Daniel, the meat, what do you usually do?
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever you want, Freddie.
Let's donate it. If you can just save me a few packages, that'd be great. Trujillo Creek Outfitters is an incredible place to go to be able to hunt these guys.
We really hadn't even planned a deer hunt. I happened to have a landowner voucher, so we decided once we finished our antelope hunt, we're gonna try to take out a management deer. The deer that kind of weakened his genetics to take out a group because of breeding purposes.
So here we are now, changing gears. We're heading out for mule deer. Come along.
Can't leave without the tunes.
Throw her in here.
We can do this, Daniel.
I'm getting fired up. In that draw, there's about 8 bucks. There's a group of them. We got to get off the road, sneak out to that edge, get where we can see them where they don't see us. And the good thing is there's a steep bank, so they're not going to just run up out of there. They're going to stop and give us a shot. Is that 80? Is that 80?
He was pretty weak on his back forks. He wasn't going to be a good breeder in our opinion, so this is the buck that we chose.
Low?
Yeah, it was way low.
Was it really? Really?
That arrow deflected on either a sunflower or another bush that was right there by the deer, and I think that's what caused the arrow to deflect and go downwards.
The arrow was deflected by something out there in the field. I just couldn't believe it. It went right under him. Well, even the Hollywood Hunter misses sometimes. I was just hoping we didn't bump him.
Freddie felt pretty bad. It was just eating at him. I knew we could get on him again.
I went to sleep that night kicking myself, but you know, tomorrow's another day.
A missed opportunity, and the Hollywood Hunter is feeling the pressure. He has one more chance to make it happen. Then, Rick Grover from Raptor Razor is on the Harteis Ranch looking to fill his elk tag. Come witness the adventure.
Next morning, Freddie said he didn't sleep for a while, but he redeemed himself the next morning.
Could be right in that brush right there.
We kind of made a game plan that we were going to go and glass right where we last seen him, and he bedded down.
See if we can't pinpoint him, see him, and then we're gonna go in after him.
I dropped him off at the east end of the creek bed where we started on Saturday, and he walked up through there. Mike and I was over there glassing, and we could see Freddie coming up the creek bed. All of a sudden, he stops.
There he is, right here. There he is.
And he's telling us to get down.
I just spotted a buck bedded down in this gully. We're gonna sneak around. I'm pretty sure it's the one from yesterday. It's a little too far. He's 123 yards. Let me try to creep up a little more. Yeah, I see him, I see him. Got him! Yeah! Yeah, 100 yards! 100-yard shot! Crushed him! Unbelievable! Yes! Awesome!
When he shot, I could just hear the smack, you know. He hit that deer, and I was excited. I started throwing my hands up in the air right away.
100 yards!
But deer's not very wide, and for a 100-yard shot, dead center, I mean, it's just totally amazing.
Wow, so proud of this deer. What an incredible hunt. Last night, right before dark, we got into this guy. He took off. We let him go till this morning. I hit him, and he only went about 30 yards and down. One of the most memorable hunts I've done. Daniel Borrego, thank you so much for the opportunity. Trujillo Creek Outfitters, incredible place to hunt.
When a person harvests an animal out in the field, they load it on their vehicle and bring it to me at the processing shop. We skin them, we wash them down, and we just roll them right into the cooler and cut into the instructions that the customer gives us. Steaks, burger, roast is kind of the biggest thing everybody wants. We brought this place a long ways. I'm real proud of everything that we've done.
So here we are off of an awesome hunt. And now we're back on the Harteis Ranch. Excited, we got the Raptor Razor boys coming in. Rick himself, the owner, founder, is gonna be hunting elk. And he is so excited and has such a great personality. I got my buddy Rick here. He's gonna have a great time no matter what, but I'm sure we'll get him on something.
Hey, I'm Rick Grover with Raptor Razor. Me and my son Rowdy came here to the Harteis Ranch from Hawaii. We met Freddie at the ATA and became best buds with him and Clint. And then we got the chance to come up here to Colorado.
So I love spending time with Rick and Rowdy, great guys. We're having some fun. He's showing us some other tactics with the Raptor Razor. Hey guys, Freddie Harteis, the Hollywood Hunter. We are back at the Harteis Ranch with one of my dearest buddies in the industry, Rick Grover. Raptor Razor knives, I'll tell you, they have made our lives so much easier over the last few years. All of my guides carry these on their side and have them out in the field.
We came out with the filet mako kit, and this is more after the harvest to break down the animal back in the kitchen, cut it down, and bring it to the table. You can check us out at raptorrazor.com. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook.
We're going after big bull elk.
I was blown away how big the Harteis Ranch really is. Up to 5 canyons. There's plenty of area to hunt, just deer everywhere. The lodge is amazing. The accommodations are top notch. The trophy animals really get you jacked up and ready to go out and plug an animal.
We decided to get this show on the road.
We are expecting a storm. It's getting a lot colder. It's definitely windy, and we are going to go look at a beautiful area, glass from a distance.
You fired up, Rowdy? Oh, I'm fired up.
We go out, we start the hunt.
First day we had 400 elk in the lower pasture.
Gee, man, this is, I swear we got 40, 50 mile-an-hour winds at times. The elk obviously are going in early. So what we're gonna do is chalk this up for a morning adventure and an armed hike. What do you say?
There you go.
All right.
Now what I love about him is he keeps it fun and his attitude's always up.
Welcome back to camp. Gonna go ahead and have a nice breakfast, put a little fire on, get ready for the afternoon hunt.
Arms Core Ammo. Right on target, right on the price. Big R has what you need to enjoy the great outdoors. BigROnline.com. Excalibur Crossbows, the most accurate hunting crossbow. ExcaliburCrossbow.com. Ripcord Arrow Rest, Bowhunter's #1 selling fall-away rest. Scent Crusher. Scent off, game on. Hollywood Hunter is also brought to you by these fine sponsors. Presented by Conquest Scents and Raptor Razor. Rick Grover is after a monster elk. The Raptor Razor is out and Rick is ready to slice and dice, but can he pull it off before his time runs out? Find out now.
We get out and about, we get on elk immediately, and it was just a matter of trying to get that right bull in frame. Just couldn't pull it off, but the hunt continued.
Game faces are on. We're ready to go. We're supposed to be getting snow tonight, which is awesome. So if it doesn't happen tonight, we know we'll be able to see tracks, we'll see everything going on, and more elk will be coming out of that high country.
So at this point it started snowing.
We actually got trapped in the house. We had a herd of about 200 elk come across.
There's a bunch of them in there.
We get an opportunity with Rick right behind the horse pasture, which is right behind the lodge, and there's a pile of elk flowing through there, a bunch of bulls. We're trying to get on them.
We got behind the barn, snuck up on them, but they were so far back up in the trees we couldn't get a shot off.
There was a pile of elk, a few hundred of them there, and a bunch of bulls.
Actually had a nice bull in my sights, but just too many bodies.
You got cows in front, cows behind. Could never get them where they were just standing there. They're still bugling.
And too tight of a shot to pull the trigger.
We were a few hundred yards away, but the way the trees were, there's no way we could sneak any closer. Every time they'd give us an opportunity, it's just a little gap. I just wasn't comfortable letting them take that shot, even though he probably would have made it. We just want to be as ethical as we can be. These elk were working their way up the hill. We wanted to just back out of there so we didn't bump them anymore.
The lodge here, it's got the bird's nest or the crow's nest up top. You can wake up, and if the elk are in here, you can just plug them. I love the snow, love the cold, love the hiking.
We thought for sure they were going to come back out that evening, but guess what? They didn't.
Morning, we got out right at sunup.
It's like a winter wonderland, absolutely stunning.
Got up to the ridge and dropped in the bowl, and immediately we ran into elk. We had about 20 cows, some raghorn bulls. We did a hump straight up and over the ridge. Really got the blood pumping. Coming from sea level, hunting in Colorado, you're huffing and puffing the whole time.
We glass over on the other hillside and there's a bunch of elk there. We just figured there had to be some bulls in that bunch. We made a beeline down through the gully and ran down several hundred yards and got set up on the bottom of this hill.
Got set up along the creek bed.
And all the elk are coming across almost skyline. And we're thinking, oh, this is too good.
But the bulls had beat us to the timber.
So after all those cows passed through and we didn't find what we were after, we worked our way back up that canyon, got to where the buggy was, and then bombed out of there.
We're gonna go back in this evening. Hopefully those bulls will come back over the ridge.
Spent the next couple days out and about and got on several elk.
So we're down to the wire. We've been chasing them all week. We just near misses. We're wrapping up the hunt, and it's been a great week of hunting. It was a lot harder than we thought. We weren't able to make it happen.
It was a heck of an experience, and they didn't get an elk, but we were amongst them. It doesn't always work out the way we want to, but we have the time of our life.
Just a spectacular piece of property. Looking forward to coming back real soon. Hey, we're in Colorado at the Harteis Ranch. We've been elk hunting all morning in the electric cart, and we ran out of juice. So we're using the big game skinner to tow it back to the barn. Strong enough to pick up an 800-pound quad and tow close to 1,500 pound up this hill back to the barn. Check us out at raptorrazor.com.